So after a while, I had this monstrosity. This is terrible. This is terrible. This just doesn't make any sense. This has to be my toughest challenge yet. Let me explain. So unless you've been living under a rock recently or haven't watched my few recent videos, you've probably heard of Benny Productions, right? He's a super talented Photoshop artist. He does these videos where he takes a drawing and makes a realistic version of it in Photoshop. Now I've seen him and many other Photoshop artists do the same thing, and I wanted to give it a try. The only thing is I don't have that much experience. Well, at least not as much as they do. But I didn't let that stop me. I still wanted to try. So I went on the internet and I found this random drawing of, I don't know, this dragon creature. I don't really know what it is. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this, throw it in Photoshop, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I turn this drawing into, well, something kind of realistic. If you want to see what it looks like, make sure to stick until the end of the video. Okay, so first things first, I have the image opened in Photoshop, and the first thing I'm going to do is just trace out the shapes of the drawing so that it's really accurate, right? So I'm just using the pen tool and masking out the different parts of the drawing and separating them. That includes the little fins in the back, the eyes, the mouth, and all that stuff. So after masking out and cutting up all the different parts of the drawing, I then replace it with solid layers. After that, I went on the internet and I found some images that I wanted to use for this creature type thing. So basically, I'm just gonna use different images of a crocodile for this animal creature thing. A crocodile's mouth for, well, the mouth, the eyes. I'm probably gonna use for the fins, probably some fish texture, right? So basically, after I have all the shapes separated and everything is masked out, I'm just gonna add texture to them to, well, make it look less like a drawing. I'm doing a terrible job explaining this right now. So I tried my best to use different textures for different parts of the body so that not everything is just one single texture. So I have a different texture for the belly, for the back, and for the head, and for the fin. So right here I found a nice crocodile head that I want to use for the head, but I want to separate it into different parts. So, and also I don't want to use that eye because I already have an eye that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to erase the eye and use Puppet Warp to warp the head into place. I also erased the mouth because I just wanted that to be the head. No eyes, no mouth, just the head. So I erased the eyes and I erased the mouth. And then I just had to do some adjusting with the fins. I call them fins, I don't really know what they are. So all I'm doing right now is just getting some textures in and finding a look that I like, right? I didn't even start drawing shadows yet or highlights or anything like that. Now this is just, you know, finding the textures and bringing some life. Well, bringing some interesting things to the drawing to make it look less like a drawing. So after a while, I had this monstrosity. This is terrible. This is terrible. This looks bad. It looks bad. I know it looks bad, but you gotta trust the process. You have to trust. You have to trust the process. The next thing I did is that I worked on the teeth. Now, the original drawing didn't actually have teeth, but this is kind of something I added to bring more realism into this creature, which is already unrealistic. But teeth, it just made sense for it to have teeth. So I just used the UN saturation to whiten the teeth and really make them stand out. And then I started adding some shadows, you know, to make this thing make more sense. Now, I'm not sure what the background's gonna be yet or where the main light source is gonna come from, but I'm still gonna start drawing shadows and I can always change them later. But for now, I'm just gonna start adding shadows and make this thing make a little bit more sense. Now, looking at the drawing, the head and the back of this creature are the same colors. So let's do that. So I'm adding a UN saturation to the head and to the back to make it the same color. And then I'm blending in this part. So that's basically the head and the neck. I don't even know what parts to call these. This just doesn't make any sense. Now the belly. The belly was the toughest part because in the drawing, it kind of has these black lines that separate the different parts of the belly. I didn't really find a way to make that look realistic. So I decided to just draw shadows on the belly. That still doesn't make it look too realistic, but you know, I'm trying to stay as true to the drawing as possible. So right now I have this. It's kind of now we're going somewhere. Now we're going somewhere. I like the eyes. I'm still not settled on a look for the eyes. Well, a color for the eyes. I might have it green, I might have it blue. On the drawing, it looks kind of bluey and greenish. So I think I might have it green. But I want to try blue though, just to see what it would look like. Okay, now let's work on those fins. I guess what I am gonna do is I'm just gonna darken the fins. I'm darkening a lot of things right now because I don't know where I'm gonna place that thing, and I don't know where the light will be coming from. So we'll get to that. Okay, I have an idea for the background. I thought, what if this was a sea creature? You know, like a monster deep in the ocean. So let's create a background. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to make, well, a gradient with 3 different colors of blue, dark blue, mid blue, and then light blue. And after that, I'm just gonna go on Google Images, find some images of underwater, and then just bash them together into one image. Okay, now that I have my background image, we kind of have an idea of where the light is coming from. It's coming from the top because that's where the sun would be hitting the ocean. So now I can go and draw highlights. Oh, this is actually looking good. I told you to trust the process. It wasn't looking good at first, but we're going somewhere, bro. We're going somewhere. Now, the other problem is that the bottom of the body is kind of cut off. I'm gonna have to hide that. Oh, this is good. This is good. I like where this is going. I like where this is going. Okay, we are finally done. So this is the final image. Now, as you can see, I ended up going with green eyes. I really like the blue, but I wanted to stay true to the drawing because, again, this is making a realistic version of the drawing. I decided to stick with green eyes, but even though I like the blue eyes better. This is the final image. We went from this to this, and I will never do this again. So we're gonna do a part 2. We're gonna do a part 2 of this because I want to keep doing this because that's the only way I'll get better. I have an idea. If you would like me to make a realistic version of your drawing, just draw something on a piece of paper. Feel free to add some colors and send that to me on Instagram. Use my Instagram here. Who knows, maybe your drawing will be in the next video. I want a challenge. I want a challenge. So yeah, this is basically the end of the video. If you've enjoyed it and you haven't subscribed, I don't know what is wrong with you, why you would watch this whole video and not subscribe, bro. Just hit the subscribe button. I'm out here making content for you, content that you like, I hope. Just hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And hit the like button too if you like this video. And if you didn't like it, just hit the dislike button twice. But that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Samuel Peter, and until next time, have a blessed day, y'all. Bye.